Welcome to Teledal TV. This is Beyond the Scores. As always, I'm your host, Tahwada. And we have an exciting show for you, so thank you for tuning in. We're going all the way from local news, all the way across qualifiers for the World Cup in Europe and Africa. Stay tuned right after this break. First, we start locally, where Gambia will host the WAFU Zone A African Schools Tournament beginning on the 23rd of November that lasts until the 28th. The CAF-organized tournament, which will allow young referees, young reporters, coaches, and players an ability to train and work on workshops and training to improve their skills. The training will take place for the week, which will involve games, seminars, workshops, all in order to improve local and international sports figures. Not only is that being held in Gambia, Gambia is also holding the ECOWAS African Wrestling Tournament following a successful inspection by the ECOWAS Youth and Sports Development Center. Gambia finished fourth in the tournament last year in Abuja and will be looking to improve as their standing in the local tournament, district tournament continues. The prize for the winners are $10,000, second place winning $6,000, and third place will be awarded for $3,000. The Bakari Bajiri, the Minister of Youth and Sports, has called this a great thing for Gambia, as Gambia starts to become a hub for hosting continental tournaments and hopefully in the future worldwide tournaments. But for now, local tourism and its sports will continue to grow as Gambia is becoming a viable place for hospitality and people around the continent. As for the Scorpions, they played today against Kuwait in their final match of the year. The Scorpions arrived in Egypt yesterday after a few sessions leading up to this match. They'll face Kuwait, who are ranked 135th in the FIFA rankings, a little behind the Scorpions, who are ranked 117 currently. After the match, the Scorpions will wait and watch the AFCON tournament, which starts next month, hoping that they can use the motivation of missing out for the next tournament, which starts in 2027. The draw for that should also be released within the next month or so. We'll be right back. My apologies. In African qualifiers news, DR Congo defeated Nigeria 4-3 in penalties to book their place in the next stage of the qualifying round. The DR Congo, who were losing 1-0 to start the game, equalized in the second half to make the game very interesting. Though many had expected Nigeria to go through, the defeat leaves things a little bit skeptic. What goes next for Nigeria? This is their second tournament that they're missing out on, and the head coach had also accused DR Congo players of performing voodoo during the penalty shootout, which had a little controversy going on worldwide. As for DR Congo, they'll face either the winners from the Asian qualifiers, the CONCACAF qualifiers, and also the South American qualifiers, hoping to reach the tournament for the first time in many years. We'll be right back with more news from Europe after this break. The European qualifiers also had a lot of interesting topics. Giants Italy have to go to qualifiers to see if they'll make it to the tournament in North America next year. Haaland's two goals in a 4-1 win for Norway pit the Italian team at second in their group, which led to frustration from their head coach Gennaro Gattuso, who said that European qualifiers are too difficult compared to some of the other countries around the world. For now, Italy have to try to win. And now with the inconsistent years where they didn't make the World Cup in 2018, then winning the Euros in 2021, the Blue Azzurri will look to make a claim for their place in the World Cup, where they know that once they're in the tournament, anything goes. Elsewhere, England also booked their spot, but the controversy within the team continues, with star player Jude Bellingham and Thomas Tuchel still having tensions, which the media seems to be loving. Tuchel, who had dropped Bellingham earlier in the year, as I had mentioned on the show, recalled the young star, but also had him on the bench for the first qualifier game, only to have him second, but also complain about some of his body language while being subbed and when Harry Kane scored goals. This ongoing feud will be interesting to watch as we get closer to the tournament. England has had a history of having star players disputing with coaches and the media, and Jude seems to fall along with that. It makes it interesting, but there's a lot going on in world football and in sports around the world. That's all we have for you on today's show of Beyond the Scores. Thank you as always for joining in, and we'll see you next time.